Hello and welcome to the second installment of the Winter Blanket Cowl, where we go into square number 2. This is a beginner-friendly square. You can follow along with this tutorial. It's very easy, and the written instructions are going to be in the summary below, and you can also find the blog post to this linked below as well. So to get started, we're going to grab some Lion Brand Heartland. You can use any worsted weight 4 yarn, but I found that this is super sleek and soft, which is really great for what we're looking for. All the information is on the back, and we are using a 5.5mm crochet hook, which I have here. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So as always, the first thing you want to do is get your slip knot started. I do a variation on the slip knot like this. I find that if you have to rip out, it's easiest. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and chain 18. 2. Okay, so now that we have our beginning chain, we're going to do a half double crochet in each of the chains all the way across. So yarn over, you're going to skip obviously this first stitch here. So you should have a total of 17 half double crochets across the row. Okay, so now you have 17 half double crochets across your row, and what we're going to do is we're just going to chain 1 and turn. So our next step is we are going to half double crochet third loop in the next 2 stitches. So the third loop, if you see here, it is this loop, so that's what we're going to be working into. So we're going to go under, and then you work the rest of the half double crochet the same as you would for a regular one. So you yarn over, go into your third loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, and finish it off. And then after this, we are going to half double crochet knit stitch, and this is where it gets a bit complicated. So you want to go into the 2 legs, so into that space there, these are the 2 legs. So you're going to yarn over, go through the 2 legs, make sure you're going through the 2 in the back as well, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through. And then you're going to half double crochet third loop in the next 2. And then you're going to do the half double crochet knit stitch again. So you're going into the 2 legs, pull up your loop, yarn over, pull through. And you repeat that pattern all the way across the row. So 2 half double crochet third loops, into 1 half double crochet knit stitch. And that's it. You just repeat that all the way across. So I've completed the full row of this, and you can start to see a little bit of the texture, but we're going to chain 1 and turn. So you'll see the third loop created this knit-like texture here, and it's going to keep doing that. So we're going to repeat the same process as we did for row 2 for every other row up until we reach row 12. And now for the knit stitch, you can see that the legs are a little bit longer, so they're easier to identify. You go in between the 2, make sure that in the back you're doing the same, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And continue that process. And at the end of every row, you're going to chain 1 and turn. So I'm going to work on this for a bit and come back for the finishing touches. Okay, so I finished up a couple more rows so you can start to see the texture. You can see the third loop in between that's creating that knit texture, and then you can see the knit stitch here, creating the vertical portion. So we're just going to repeat this pattern until we have a total of 52 squares, which is what we are going to need for this cow. So I will meet you there. Make sure to follow along for more, sign up for our newsletter, and follow along with our blog on social media at Yarn Thrift to make sure you find out when the next square tutorial comes up.